just join in. Hopefully you can hear me and all that stuff. I'll turn mine sound up a bit. General knowledge quiz. I will score it. Anybody can play. So just let me know. As soon as a couple of people join in, I will answer some questions. Ask some questions. Okay, I'll just do a practice one then. Okay, in movies, E.T. arrived in which city in California? E.T. arrived in which city in California? And the answer was Los Angeles. Next one. What type of man was John Merrick known as? What type of man was John Merrick known as? He was, of course, the Elephant Man. Which craft did Steve Zodiac command? Which craft did Steve Zodiac command? And the answer to that one is Fireball XL5. I didn't know that one. At which ground did Bill Shankly suffer his fatal heart attack? At which ground did Bill Shankly suffer his fatal heart attack? Of course, that was Anfield. Okay. Let's do another one. Where in Germany is a passion play staged once every 10 years? Where in Germany is a passion play staged once every 10 years? Apparently it's in Ober-Ammergau. Luckily no one was there to see that, to hear that question. Which US president had the middle name Milhouse? Which US president had the middle name of Milhouse? Of course it was President Nixon. In US football, what is the Chicago team nickname? In American football, what is the Chicago team nickname? The Chicago... Do you know that one? Okay, in which US, that was the Chicago Bears. In which US state was the airship Hindenburg when it caught fire and was destroyed? Where was the Hindenburg? What state was the Hindenburg when it caught fire and was destroyed in that horrific video? Type your answers below if you know what that was. The Hindenburg, that was New Jersey. Okay, hopefully this is working. Anybody, if anybody's watching, just type something so I know everything's working. Type whatever you want, it doesn't matter. The General Belgrano was sunk in which conflict? The General Belgrano was sunk in which conflict? And of course that was the Falklands War. Okay, anybody there? Okay, I'll just change the setting there, so hopefully okay, anybody type anything, just so we know it's working. Anybody type anything. Okay, where in Devon did a ship's cargo wash up in January 2007? We're not going to know that one. Whose TV... Hello Cash Gamer, thanks for leaving a message because I didn't know it was working. Okay, whose TV roles have included Arkwright and Fletcher? Whose TV roles... Hello Gillian, whose TV roles have included Arkwright and Fletcher? Which actor? If you're British, you'll know this one. Arkwright and Fletcher. No? Okay. Anybody else? Arkwright and Fletcher. Who played those two roles in the comedy series? One was Open All Hours and the other one was Porridge. Anybody know that one? The answer to that one is Ronnie Barker. Okay, let's do... Okay, let's do a... Try to do an American one if I can find it. These are British questions, unfortunately. Okay. Ronnie Barker. Well done, Beverly Turner. Beverly, you can have that one. 1 point to you. Well done. Rudyard Kipling was born in which country? Rudyard Kipling, the famous author, was born in which country? Just name a country and you've got a chance of getting it right. India. Well done, Richie. India. He was born in India. Okay, next one. Try to find a decent one for you there. Where is the world's largest island? Where is the world's largest island? Well, this is a bit contentious, this answer. Hello there, Bashir. Where is the world's largest island? Or what is the world's largest island? Just name an island and you might get the answer right. The answer to that, it says here Australia, but I think Australia's a continent. So it could be Greenland as well. Okay, which UK writer won the 2007 Nobel Prize for Literature? Which UK writer won the 2007? You know my name, do you? Okay. So the answer to that one is Doris Lessing. I didn't read her book, but there we go. What is the official language of Haiti? What is the official language of Haiti? What is the official language of Haiti? Name a language, guess a language. The official language of Haiti is French. Well done. Which brigadier appeared in Doctor Who? Which brigadier appeared in Doctor Who? Your spider got out. Hello, Cash Gamer. So the brigadier in Doctor Who was Lethbridge Stewart, apparently. George's pub quiz, that's correct. Well done, Gillian. So which 1950s pop star had the first name as Charles Harding? Which 1950s pop star had the first names Charles Harding? I sound like a cop. Well, you better behave then, Trevor. Otherwise I'll come and arrest you. So which famous... You're a fan? Oh, thanks, Gillian. Thank you for watching. And if anybody else is watching, there's loads of quizzes on this channel. So go along and listen to some of those. So Charles Harding was the first names of which famous pop star? You all know who this person is. 1950s pop star, glasses. He died in a plane crash, age 22. Come on, you must know this one. Charles Harding. His real name was, hi ZK, his real name was Buddy Holly. Okay, never mind. We will do well on this one. An American one. What is the lower house of the US Congress called? What is the lower house of the US Congress called? Some Americans must know this one. The lower house of the US Congress is called... Anybody? You don't know? It's called the House of Representatives, apparently. Okay. Next one. What tribe did Sitting Bull belong to? Which tribe did Sitting Bull belong to? Hi, Si. Which tribe did Sitting Bull belong to? Sitting Bull belonged to which tribe? Sitting Bull belonged to the Sioux tribe. Okay, another one. What is the capital of Bavaria? What is the capital of Bavaria? The capital of Bavaria. Oh, ZK's someone who said hi on the screen. Capital of Bavaria is Munich. Okay, next one. Which American city's football team is called the Bears? Which American city's football team is called the Bears? ZK is just one of the people who've typed in on the screen, that's all. So the Bears come from which US city? American football. Do you know that one, Julian? Where did the Bears play? What city? The Bears come from which city? They come from Chicago. Oh, thank you, Gillian. All the hearts, the better. Thank you very much. So the Bears come from Chicago. Okay, you can just guess this one. Which two European languages are spoken in Madagascar? Which two European languages are spoken in Madagascar? So just guess a language. Which two European languages are spoken in Madagascar? Guess a language for a point. That's all you need to do. One of them is what I'm speaking now, so that's a point easily done. French and English, Beverly Turner, that's 2 points for you. You're in the lead now, Beverly Turner, well done. You're doing really well. In which TV series was the character Boss Hogg? In which TV series was the character of Boss Hogg? I remember watching this in the 80s as a kid. But do you know what TV series Boss Hogg came from? Anybody know that one? Boss Hogg? Boss Hogg was in The Dukes of Hazzard. Okay. There's a different one. Reflexology treats your body through what? Reflexology treats your body through what? So what happens in reflexology and what part of the body? Reflexology. That's your feet. Well done, Beverly Turner, just in time. You get a point? Okay, let's look for another question then. The Spanish Steps are in which country? The Spanish Steps are in which European city? The Spanish Steps are in which European city? The Spanish Steps. You may have been there, you never know. What European city? They were in, just checking they're still there, Rome. Okay then. Who played the title role in the film The Wizard of Oz? Who played the title role in the film The Wizard of Oz? He played the title role in The Wizard of Oz. That was played by Frank Moran. Okay, you need to type in the answers, everybody. In bingo, what are the numbers ending in 0 called? In bingo, what are the numbers ending in 0 called? Judy Garland, no, the title role was The Wizard of Oz, of course. Judy Garland played Dorothy, didn't she? So what are the numbers ending in 0 called in bingo? The numbers ending in 0 in bingo are called blind numbers. Well done, Beverly. You've got 5 points now. You're going to win this, I'm sure. Okay. Let's find another question for you. Okay, let's find one. Time is ticking. What are Spode, Bow and Chelsea all types of? What are Spode, Bow and Chelsea all types of? What are Spode, Bow and Chelsea all types of? Just guess if you want. They're all types of porcelain. Buns. Yeah, Chelsea buns. They're nice, aren't they? Yeah. Okay, which famous bear came from Peru? Now, you all know that one. Which famous bear came from Peru? Which famous bear came from Peru? That's an easy one. Which famous bear? Paddington, well done, Beverly. Okay, who won the 1982 Football World Cup? Hello, Jacob. Who won the 1982 Football World Cup, Jacob? You might know that one. Who won the 1982 Football World Cup? Germany. Hello, Lisa. No, it wasn't Germany. And it wasn't West Germany. Okay, Jacob, have a guess. Argentina, no, they won in 78 and 86. But who won in 1982? I was a bit young to remember this. But their top player was Paolo Rossi, so that might give you a clue. Paolo Rossi. So which country won the World Cup in 1982? Italy. Well done, Lisa. Italy won the World Cup in 1982. Well done, Jacob. Lisa was first. But you did really well. Well done. Okay. Ronald Reagan was in which political party? Ronald Reagan was in which political party? You must know this one. There's only two possible guesses. So Ronald Reagan was from which political party? The American president in the 80s? So just guess one of the two parties you can think of. Democrats? No, it was the other one. Someone type the other one in and they get a point. Ronald Reagan. What party was he from? Can anybody guess that one? Well, Ronald Reagan was the president of America in the 80s. So which party was he in? There's Democrats, which Lisa just guessed, and there's the other party. And the current president is from the same party, so begins with R. Anybody know one? Can't think of the name? Okay, I'll give a few more seconds, and then Republicans, that's it. Well done, Lisa, that's another point for you. Okay. Just checking the answer for that one. So which actor links Risky Business, Mission Impossible and Top Gun? Which actor links Risky Business, Mission Impossible and Top Gun? Hello, John. So which actor was in all three of those movies? Risky Business, Mission Impossible. Well done, Lisa. Another point for you. We're catching up. You're doing really well. Okay, let's find another fairly easy question. Tom Cruise, well done, Beverly. Let's just find another easy question to get things going. Which pole was first reached in 1909? Which pole was first reached in 1909? So again, there's only two possible answers to this one. Which pole was first reached in 1909? Well done, Jacob, yep. And the South Pole was reached a few years later, wasn't it? Okay, let's find another one. Estoril is a resort in which may... No. Okay, this is a better one. Who was the founder and lead singer of Led Zeppelin? Who was the founder and lead singer of Led Zeppelin? Well, who knows? So who was the founder and lead singer of Led Zeppelin? Anybody know that one? 1968. Who is the lead singer of Led Zeppelin? Robert. Do you know his surname? Robert? Robert Plant. Okay, who wrote the book? Mark's over. No, it's Robert Plant. That's it, Robert Plant. Hello, James. You can have a point for that then. Well done, James. Okay, so who wrote the book Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Who wrote the book Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Another 10 minutes to go for this quiz. Who wrote the book Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Well done, James. Well done, Lisa. James got there first. Okay, so well done. So James is the new player, but he's catching up quick. So, who offered Demi Moore $1 million in an indecent proposal? Who offered Demi Moore $1 million in Indecent Proposal, the movie? I've never seen it myself, but do you know who the actor was? Who offered her $1 million? Ford. Close. You missed a bit off there. No, it wasn't Harrison Ford, but you're in the right area. Richard Gere, no, that's close. I thought it was Richard Gere, but apparently it's not. This guy was famous. Sometimes I think he did a movie with Paul Newman once when he was younger. Robert. Has anybody seen this movie, Indecent Proposal? Robert something Ford. Robert something Ford. Robert Redford. That's it. Robert Redford. Okay, who was older? This is a 50-50. Who was older when he died? John Lennon or Elvis Presley? Who was older when he died? Was it John Lennon or Elvis Presley? So if you know how old these two died, you know what the answer is. John Lennon or Elvis Presley? Yeah, Elvis Presley, well done. Jacob got there first. Yeah, John Lennon was 40, I think Elvis was 42 or something like that. Yeah, that's it. So which actor was Rita's tutor in the film Educating Rita? Which actor was Rita's tutor in the movie Educating Rita? I think Rita was played by Julie Walters. Do you know the answer to that one? Which actor was the tutor in Educating Rita? I'll give you some clues if you don't know it. No? No, I've seen it once, but years ago. This actor has also appeared in Get Carter, The Italian Job, Zulu, Escape to Victory, Harry Brown, lots of different movies like that. He's 90 now, at least 90, very old. Always sounds the same in all of his movies. Michael Caine, that's it, James, well done. James is now equal second on 3 points. Catching up there. Oh, this is a topical question. This is an old one, old quiz. But in 2005, Mahmoud Abbas triumphed in which elections? In 2005, Mahmoud Abbas triumphed in which country's election? And a bit of a clue: this guy is still the leader. Mahmoud Abbas. He won the elections in 2005 of this place, and he's still the leader now. And you hear about this country on the news all the time. No. Every day you hear about this country on the news. You probably don't really know, close. You don't really hear this man so much, but the country is on the news all the time. Today, yesterday, every day. Currently being bombed by Israel, this place. So Mahmoud Abbas was elected 20 years ago as the leader. Palestine, that's it. Well done, James. James is now in second place. Yeah, Palestine, Mahmoud Abbas. They haven't had an election since then. But there we go. How old was Billy the Kid when he died? How old was Billy the Kid when he died? Have a guess. How old was Billy the Kid when he died? No. He was a lot younger than 74, Jacob. How old was Billy the Kid when he died? No, it's a bit older than that, Lisa. Lower, Jacob, lower. Oh, Beverly Turner, almost there, Beverly Turner. Jacob's almost there as well, 21, Lisa. Well done, Lisa. 21 years old he was. 21, apparently. Okay, what was the former name of the country of Turkey? What was the former name of the country of Turkey? Well, does anybody know that one? There wasn't really the answer I was looking for, but Ottoman Empire, close. You're 76, Beverly. Well, that's good. I'm glad you like the quizzes. No idea? No. It was Asia Minor, apparently. That wasn't a very good question, that one. Well, that's good to hear, Beverly. You're watching YouTube. Let's find a nice, easier question for people. Okay, a bit of a contemporary question. Who scored the winning penalty in last night's match, England against Spain? Does anybody know that one? Who scored the winning penalty, England against Spain in the Euros last night? Anybody know that one? Who scored the winning penalty? William Defoe. No, he was substituted off. He didn't take a penalty. So who scored the winning penalty? Tom Cruise. No, he didn't score either. Anybody know that one? Did anybody see that one? The answer's close, Jacob, close. Toby Maguire, no. Jacob, you can have another guess. Give it a few more seconds. It was Chloe Kelly. Okay, the Sears Tower became the tallest skyscraper. In which country? Oh, actually, in which city is the Sears Tower? I think it's called something else now. Which city is the Sears Tower? Yeah, the girls' team, yeah. That's it, Beverly. In which city? Chicago. Well done, Molto Tube. You're on the board. Good. Yeah, I think it's called something else now, but the Sears Tower used to be the tallest building in the world once. Okay, here's a British one. Where does Nelson's Column stand? Whereabouts would you find Nelson's Column? Nelson's Column is a famous statue. Whereabouts would you find it? Liverpool, no. It's in London, but whereabouts in London is it? No, it's in London. Well, So whereabouts in London is Nelson's Column? Lots of pigeons there. It's also on the Monopoly board. That might give you a clue. It's a place on the Monopoly board. Trafalgar Square. Well done, Beverly. I don't know if you've ever been there, but that's the answer. I haven't been there for a long time. Okay, the Great Lakes border the USA and which other country? The Great Lakes border the USA and which other country? The Great Lakes border the USA and which other country? Canada. Well done, James. James is now on 5 points. He's catching up with Beverly. I'll play for a few more minutes and then I'll have to go. Mahatma Gandhi was a leader in which country? Mahatma Gandhi was the leader of which country? Yeah, it was Canada, Nick. Well done. Mahatma Gandhi. Well done, Nick. Nick's on the board. India. Good typing there, Nick. Well, unlucky Malto. You almost got there. How many letters are there in the English alphabet between E and T? How many letters are there in the English alphabet between E and T? Just guess a number and this can work it out. Between E and T, there are how many letters? Well, close, James, close. Close, Nick, close. Well done, James. 14 is the answer. James is now on 6 points. Beverly's on 7. James is on 6. So a couple more minutes to go, and anything can change. Who's going to win? Okay. The football team Boca Juniors play in which country? The football team Boca Juniors play in which country? Boca Juniors play in which country? A very famous football team, if you know football. Well done, James. James is equal now with Beverly. The quiz is almost over. Okay, next one. Who played Rachel in Friends? Who played Rachel in Friends? Who played Rachel in Friends? Just guess if you don't know the answer. Rachel. Who played Rachel in Friends? Well done, Nick. Jennifer Aniston. Okay. Which Spice Girl wore a dress with a Union Jack flag pattern? Which Spice Girl wore a dress with a Union Jack flag pattern? Jerry Halliburton. Well done. Well done, James. James is in the lead and looks like he could win here. Okay, let's do. What was George W. Bush? What was his father's first name? George W. Bush. What was his father's first name? What was George W. Bush's father's first name? George. Well done. Well done, James. That was easy, wasn't it? Okay. What is a fear of spiders called? Jeb was his brother. What is a fear of spiders called? What is the fear of spiders called? Anybody know what the fear of spiders is? Type it in. Arachnophobia. I'll give you that to James because you know the answer, but it's not a spelling test. Arachnophobia. Well done. Well done, Nick. You were second there. Which duo had hits with Mrs. Robinson and America? Which duo had hits with Mrs. Robinson and America? Yeah, it's not easy to spell, is it? So who had a hit with Mrs. Robinson and America? Famous duo from the 60s and 70s. Anybody know that? Mrs. Robinson. They also had hits with Sound of Silence, Bridge Over Troubled Water, Are You Going to Scarborough Fair, Hazy Shade of Winter. Know this one? That's the one, but who sings it? Do you know who sang those songs? A famous band? Can't remember. Okay, something, I'll give you a clue. Something, well done Beverly. Beverly's catching up now. Okay, which fantasy author called Terry died in 2015? Which fantasy author called Terry died in 2015? Terry somebody, a famous fantasy author. I think his books were called Discworld or something like that. Anybody know that one? Any fantasy book fans here? The famous Terry? No? Terry somebody? Begins with a P? Begins with a P? Terry Pratchett. Okay, in which country is Uluru? In which country is Uluru? Uluru is in which country? It's a big rock in the middle of nowhere. It's flat for thousands of miles and there's a big rock. No, not Nigeria. Uluru. Uluru used to be known as Ayers Rock. That'll probably give you a clue. Well done, Beverly. Beverly's on 9 now, so I'll give you a couple more questions and see who wins this before I have to go. For which sport is Billie Jean King famous? For which sport is Billie Jean King famous? Billie Jean King? Tennis, well done Beverly. So Beverly and James are on 10 points each. Whoever gets to 11 wins and the quiz is over. So I'll have to go. But thanks for playing and subscribe. I'll be back next time. There's over 100 videos on my channel. So if you want to watch those, but just subscribe and like if you can. Let's see who's going to win this quiz. Terry Pratchett. Well done, Samuel. So Beverly and James are both on 10 points each. Who's going to win? Let's find a question for you. In which country did saunas originate? In which country did saunas originate? And it wasn't actually the answer I thought it was going to be. In which country did saunas originate? Name a country. Anybody know that one? Beverly and James could win the quiz for this. In which country did saunas originate? Saunas, you know, like you go in a hot room and take all your clothes and it's really hot. You sweat, it's really good for you. A sauna. S-A-U-N-A, sauna. In which country? No, not Germany. But go up a bit. Up. Norway. No, Sweden, no. Close. Norway and Sweden are close. Sweden, no. Go east a bit. Denmark, no, go east a bit. No, not Denmark. Russia, no, go west a little bit. Finland, well done James, you win the quiz. Saunas originated in Finland. Okay, here are the scores then. Malto Tube got 1, Nick got 2 but he came in late, Jacob got 2, Richie got 1, Lisa got 4, so Lisa's in 3rd place. Well done Lisa. Well Nick, if you came earlier you'd have done better, so don't be late next time. Lisa came 3rd with 4 points. In 2nd place with 10 was a long time leader Beverly, and the winner of today's quiz is James with 11 points. Well done James, don't be late Nick, next time. I'll be back, subscribe and all that stuff. I'll be back another time for another quiz. Okay, thanks for playing everyone and see you later.